Good morning, everybody. It's that time of the month to reset our binders. I'm super excited. As I showed in our previous video, I do use prop money, so I did not pull out the exact amount. I'll do that in the future. I just didn't get to it today. It is a rough day in this house. Woke up and our AC is out, and it's supposed to be another 100-degree day out here. We've already put in an emergency work order, so hopefully we hear something soon because it's already 80 degrees in the house and I am sweating. Okay, so how's this gonna work? I have my sinking funds chart that I make, and I'm just gonna work my way through. I've done it a couple ways where I have it organized by binder, or if I just have it alphabetical order. I'm kind of, I don't know, we'll see how it goes. Grocery. I have left over $42. At the end of the month, I'll take what's left over. Right now, I'm going to go ahead and roll that over for this week. 20, so I've got 20. I put 230 a week into that. So basically, when I budget, my husband being military, he is salaried, so we know exactly how much we get every month. And instead of doing a monthly budget, I decided to just take how much money we get in a year and divide it by 52 and just do the weeks. And I definitely prefer that because months just throw me off, because sometimes you've got 4 weeks, 5 weeks, 4.5 weeks. Wow, we didn't eat out at all this past week. I don't know why I have 70 in there. My out to eat budget is 60, isn't it? It is 60. Okay. I am going to just keep what I have. Ooh, and add another 60. I forgot to buy the 10s when I bought the prop money. So we're gonna have to use 2 5s instead of a 10. What I'm gonna do is at the end of the month, anything left over in like my grocery and out to eat is going to get put into my savings, like extra car payment section or savings challenges section. But right now I'm okay rolling over some of the money. If you look at my category, so I have a yearly goal, a weekly goal, and then a max. So for example, out to eat, what did I put for that one? Out to eat, yearly goal, $3,120. $60 is what I put in every week, and $200 is the max that I will allow in that envelope at a given time. So if I get over $200, anything that's over that comes out. So I don't know, maybe at the end of the month I won't pull everything. Maybe I'll pull a little bit. In my previous video, I talked about how I used to cash budget a couple years ago, and I stopped. And then I went ahead and was trying to do the whole digital thing, and it just wasn't working for me. And we are looking at retiring in a couple years and wanting to get a house. And now it's kind of just got me excited to get this cash budgeting going, because I save way more money when I cash budget. So we're at 150, 70, 190, exactly $200 in our gas budget. My husband drives to work. He drives about an hour-ish every day back and forth, just because it's like DC traffic. So we do use a lot in the gas money section. I owe you, oof, hate to see it. I owe $6 in the household account. We did have to buy paper towels and all the fun things last week. Household, I put $20. So because that IOU, we're going to put $14. And 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. I do use prop money because looking into doing cash stuffing again, I actually saw a comment on somebody's video. I do 50 in pets. I saw a comment on somebody's video. We'll bump that over. Somebody commented on somebody's video where they're showing all their cash binders to take a look into their homeowner's insurance or renter's insurance to see how much would be covered in case of like a fire or something. And I looked ours up and I swear it said like $500 or $200 is what they would cover. And that freaked me out. So I put $20 in this one, so I'll have 40 in miscellaneous. These I'm going to do separately, Christine Bryan, because those are monthly, so I've already done those. I told my husband that I do not feel comfortable having all this cash in the house if something were to happen and then all of a sudden we would lose it all. So wasn't too excited about that. So I figured, I found somebody else's video that used prop money and found this from the propmoney.com website, I believe. Yeah, it just makes me feel a lot better using this. Okay, allowance. My kids, they can earn $1 a day, and I have 2, so that's $14. This I use real cash. I don't want to accidentally give my kids, oops, no, I need 2 5s. I don't want to accidentally give them prop money. That would not be great. So 14, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so that's going to go in the allowance category. Now they do have to, they have a checklist of things they have to get done to earn the allowance money for the week. So, okay. Car. This is our car fund. Oh, funny story. My last video, I thought I was supposed to put $1,000 bill, but I had 100. I was thinking of the wrong car fund because I have a future car fund and then I have the car fund. And this car fund gets 25. This is, ooh, 20, 40, 50. Actually, no, I'm fine. I'll just leave it in there. This is for maintenance or registration. Here in Virginia, you have to do a yearly, oh gosh, where they check like emissions and stuff. So that costs money. Clothing, we put $20 into. Okay, that one's at 140. All right, date night, $30. Now some of these envelopes have pretty high, I put maxes on these. So like date night, I have a max of 500. I couldn't tell you the last time me and my husband went on a date night. I literally just restarted this envelope a couple weeks ago, which is why there's not a ton in it. Let me see, 50, 70, 75, 80, 85, 90. Oh gosh, okay, we are all out of sorts here. 50, 70, 90, 100. To make my life easy, I'm gonna put that $100 bill. So we're at 110. Family fun. I put $40 in this one. 20, 40. So we're at 120, 40, 60, 80. I mean, just going to the movies for 4 people is like $100. So that just, ugh, makes me sad. Golf. This is a pricey one. Golf is my husband's huge hobby. So I have 1,000 in there already. He does get a golf, well, he used to get a golf membership. He didn't this year because he changed jobs and he's a lot busier, so he's not able to go as often. But, I mean, so now he doesn't have a membership, so he has to pay every time he plays places. It adds up, but again, that's why we save for it, right? Haircuts. I'm probably going to have to beef this one up. I have 15 a week, 5, 10, 15. Let's take out another 5 to make that a 20. My husband has to get haircuts pretty much every week, week and a half, I don't know, maybe 2 weeks. Given that he's in the military, he's got to keep it looking good. So health and beauty is going to be 15. Right now we're at 26. So instead of putting 15, I'm going to put a 20 and give that 5 back. Okay. So this is my typical weekly stuffing. I am going to change things up. I'm not going to change them up this week because I didn't have time to really think it through. Hobbies, I think it's 20. Yes, I put 20 in hobbies. So 50, 70, $82. I'm going to do my regular this week for my holiday binder. And that's for all holidays, not just Christmas. But I think I'm going to change it up and make that where I use my savings challenges. I'm not sure. I haven't quite decided yet. So homeschool, we do homeschool, and I put $20 a month or a week. We owe 10, so I'm gonna only give it 10. Let's see, do that. Okay. And kids activities, where is that at? Oh, there it is, $10. Kids activities is kind of like a catch one, like if we're doing sports or something, they need new cleats or something, I will pull that out of the kids' activities. You know, I might need to beef up my kids' activities because signing up for the actual, like we do homeschool PE on where we live. And that, I mean, I just paid for that. It's actually quite cheap. We're very lucky with the program we have. But I didn't factor that in when I made that envelope, and I definitely took a little bit, actually I pulled it out of homeschool, which is why my homeschool had an IOU in it. So, I don't know. Anyways, here we go. So this is our holiday binder, well, my holiday binder. And I keep all of the holidays. This is not just Christmas, although I am thinking about making a Christmas one. I used to do a Christmas binder, and I would have sleeves for everything, like decorations if I needed to or wanted to buy some. Everybody would have their own envelope for presents. I would have, like, if we did an Advent that year, I would have an Advent envelope, because like all those things add up. I might do that again because I love this green. I even have this little Santa. I might do that again in this one. I just need to get more of the envelope sleeves. Undecided. We'll see. All right. So, but how it works. So what I do traditionally, and even when I do my online budgeting, I would do $5 for every small holiday. If you watch my first video, this is going to be a bit of a repeat, but I do not spend $260 because that's how much you'll even up to or add up to in a year. I do not spend that much money on things like St. Patrick's Day and Valentine's Day. I think of it as like my own little yearly savings challenge. So the day after St. Patrick's, I will take everything out and put that somewhere else. Right now, I have, so put $5 in this one. The only ones that are different are the Christmas and the birthday one. Right now we do have, the only debt we have is my van, but we did buy it last year, so we do have quite a bit on it. My goal is all of these leftovers after the event will end up going into my extra car payments. I would love to pay, although we have actually been discussing this. We have the van, and that, like I said, that's the only debt we have. But my husband's getting out of the Coast Guard in 2 years. Well, he's eligible to get out in 2 years. We are wanting to buy a house. We have no idea where we want to buy a house. I don't know. I don't think we're going to stay in this area. The cost of living in Northern Virginia is insanely expensive. So we are talking about moving somewhere else where our house payment and bills and everything would all be covered by his retirement. So the reason why I'm talking about that is that we're trying to decide these extra payments that I do have, do we put those into the van to just pay the van off early, or do we start setting that all aside for a new home? I don't know, undecided. No matter what, I'm saving the money, but just not sure where I want to put it. Christmas, I put $30 a week. So we already have a $500, 600, 700, 800, 820. Oh, beautiful. And I have $20 in fives. On a side note, I did buy a new phone holder for this because this one is too short. So you're very close to my hands in these binders, which is driving me bonkers. But I was kind of at the point where I've been wanting to do this for a while, and I just kept dragging my feet because I was so worried about perfection that I just decided to start. And so I will get that, I think, the new tripod next week sometime. So once I get that, it'll be a little easier too, because I want to be able to like pull all the money out and shuffle through it all. But that's kind of hard when I am so close to the camera. Okay, birthdays. Oh, that one I also do 30. Okay, so yeah, I just feel like I'm so close that I'm just like all up in your face when I try to count. So I'm not gonna do that until I get the better tripod. I also got I purchased some lighting, so I'm waiting for that to get in. But that is our cash stuffing for this week. I will be doing, I believe, a $2 Tuesday this week, and work on our quilting savings bee. I'm not sure what it's called. Quilting savings challenge, maybe. We will be starting that this week. I'm so excited to get that one going. So, well, I finished up my video and then realized that I missed a binder. Okay, so there's not a whole lot in this one. It's kind of like some of my long-term savings. So let's go ahead and finish this up. Yeah, not a lot of envelopes in this guy. First one is band. We do have a IOU of $15. I put $20 a week, so we're gonna go with 20. This one I'm going to have to use some savings challenges to beef up. I was on track to have our band payment, which is due in September, which is $420 for the semester, but that's for 2 kids, so I mean, it's a great deal. But I was able to buy my son's trumpet for $200 because they were going out of business, the place we rented through. So they just said, hey, give us $200 and it's yours. So that depleted the money I was saving for our next band payment. So I do need to beef that up because now I have $5 in it. Future car. This one, we're gonna put $40. We put $40 a week. We have $1,040. We bought a new car last year, so this one is unfortunately not as full as I would hope for. Future home is also not that great considering how expensive a home is. I went ahead and just started it at the same as I started the future car envelope, so not looking too hot. I mean, we do have money invested. I'm not sure if we will pull that for a house payment. Or down payment, because we do have the VA loan being military, so we don't have to have a down payment, which is definitely a huge perk. Medical dental, we're at 100, 250, 270. We're gonna go 290. Oh wait, is that $100? 50, 70, 90, 100. Ooh, let's swap that out. Okay, medical dental. We do have military insurance, but I don't use their like free version. I use the version where we do have to pay. I need to update that. I'm going to take this IOU and write that I want to update my dashboard. Let me write that down. Update subscription dashboard. Okay. What was I saying? Oh yeah, for medical, I use the TRICARE version that does have co-pays, but then I can go pretty much anywhere. I don't have to worry about referrals and stuff, and to me, it's worth it. Luckily, knock on wood, we don't really go to the doctor that often, just kind of routine appointments, so it's been all right so far. And vacation 20, this one is looking pretty sad, but that's because I did pay for a vacation. We're going in September. We haven't gone on a family vacation besides like, as military family vacations is typically you drive to go visit family. But we're going on an actual vacation to Universal in September, and we haven't gone on a family vacation for I think like 4 years maybe. So it's been a while. Vacation's paid for, flights are about to be paid for with my credit card points. So this is going to be just for like food, that type of stuff while we're there. And I do have a gift card for Universal actually pinned on my fridge. So that one's, I've got that already. But that should be all of the envelopes now. Thanks, guys. That is the problem that since I didn't pick the money out ahead of time, I didn't realize that I was missing money, or I still had money on my tray. So I'm going to have to do that for next week so I can keep track of things a little bit easier. But all right, thanks for sticking around. I'll see you guys in the next one.